Won. They should have had a break, but you know. How's it going, man? We got Hammerheart here. Quick little interview.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
For winning the singles event. How do you feel? Was this your first? Was this your biggest win?
Yeah.
We were discussing it on the commentary. Is this your biggest ever win?
Probably, yeah. Like, this was easily the most stressful experience.
The most stressful win. Okay, that's so it counts for something.
Because Finio is just so, like, solid all the time, and like all his spacing, like his punishes and everything. His recoveries. It was like incredibly difficult. He's so good at the game. It was just like it was really, really hard.
And the Kirby matchup too. It really looked like. I don't know how you feel, but to me it looked like he really knew the matchup.
He did. Like, I know that in the past Finio found it a little bit more difficult, but I think recently he's improved at it a good bit.
So is this the first time you won a tournament with both Finio and KD3?
I think so,
in attendance? Wow, that's awesome.
Because usually, like, it would end up, if it was like a PA local, it would be like I'd beat one and then lose to the other.
Yeah, you lose the other. Yeah, exactly. So how did you, what was your process for the character choice? We were discussing that on the commentary. You're going back and forth between Kirby and Pikachu, depending on the matchup and the player.
So it really just depended on, like, so I feel like my weakest part of my game is just that, like, I don't have very good spacing. And so when I was playing Finio, I was like, man, I can't hit him, like, no matter what I do. So I was like, I'm going to switch to, good games, dude.
Yo, see you, man. Good stuff.
I wanted to switch to Pika just because, like, Pika has the speed and the anti-air capability to where, like, I can kind of negate having to constantly do really difficult aerial spacing all the time. And I also think it's just sometimes, like, it's nice to switch to change up the tempo of the match. So if someone's used to
I was wondering about that, yeah.
That was specifically why I did it versus Finio as well, just because I knew, like, it'd be a matchup that he would be going from, like, a slog with Kirby versus Pika, and then all of a sudden Pika versus Pika, and it's really quick, really frantic.
But then you had the close game, and then you switched back.
Yes.
So what was the switch back about?
I was like, this dude's too good. I'm just gonna go back to Kirby and hope for the best.
It ended up working out, so good choice.
Yeah, it was very difficult.
How did you feel about, if you can, cast your mind back, how did you feel about the match against Caleb? Winners finals, there was the Kirby counter pick.
Yes,
you played the Kirby Ditto, which I don't think anyone had on their bingo card.
Yeah, that surprised me a little bit.
It looked pretty close at first.
Yeah, because he had really good spacing, and then I started doing stuff like I noticed, like, he keeps jumping while I'm on Angel Invincibility. I'm going to wait till he's wasted a bunch of jumps and then go out and hit him. Or I would do, like, I started doing more fast fall aerials because I was like, he keeps trying to get, land to this spot. I'm going to do an aerial that's really huge, really fast, and hope it hits him. Yeah, so
kind of identifying his habits.
Yeah.
I think that's, been a strategy historically that was effective against Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a player that has a lot of, like, really distinctive
tendencies that nobody else has.
and approaches. We were noting how he likes to play on top platform in matchups where people don't normally do that.
Yeah. When I play Caleb, I'm like, man, this guy takes advantage of Pikachu up tilt so well. One of the best players I've seen.
Oh, yeah. All those pivot up tilts, yeah.
And so I'm like, when I play him, I'm just like, I refuse to get up tilted, so I'm just not going to approach.
Yeah. I noticed when I played the Japanese players that it was like, just the way they position themselves, it's like they don't want to get up tilted.
Yeah.
Like, you can never up tilt them because just in like a micro way, they'll never allow it.
Yeah.
And so that's like a weird little thing that you can do if you really set your mind to it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So let's see, any other notable matches that you played throughout the weekend?
I want to shout out Papa Squat.
Papa Squat
in my
DK.
pool. Yeah, he is just like a master of the game.
Really?
When I was playing him, I'm like, man, this guy's positioning.
Also very handsome.
Very handsome. Yeah. Incredibly so.
I think he was like in the finals of the handsomeness bracket. Or
I don't doubt it, dude.
A while ago. They got to do another one of those. We were just talking about that.
But his positioning was just so good, and for like somebody who hasn't played in a tournament in a really long time, it just surprised me like how it felt like his positioning had really improved in that time away for some reason.
This was in Kirby DK?
It was in Kirby Pika, and then
he went Pika.
And then I switched to Pika, and he went to DK.
Okay. And so you played Pika DK, you were the Pika.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he just kept picking really good spots that made it really difficult for me to like really get my game started.
Now I got to play him. That's pretty cool. That's a great shout out.
And just I don't know, like I felt like I never take any match off. I treat everybody like it's the hardest opponent I've ever played. Cuz
love that. That's a great approach. Yeah.
Yeah, cuz it's just like everybody's trying their best to win usually. So it's like I should also be trying to win my best no matter what part of bracket I'm in.
Yeah, that's a great point. I saw you had a great match against ETAB. You were coaching him in his previous match, and then you had to play against him. That was a cool match.
He's just such a sponge for good info. Like, he can take any advice you give him and then immediately implement it. It's like, that's like a skill in and of itself, because there's a lot of players who you can coach, but not everybody can take everything to heart immediately.
Yeah, it's crazy with some of these up-and-coming players, just seeing how quickly they can incorporate new stuff you tell them. It makes me a little jealous, honestly.
Yeah, dude.
I can't do that.
I can't do it either. I feel like the thing that really helps me is my experience. I've played literally forever.
Yeah.
So it's like I could never, do what ETAB does and like automatically pick up some brand new info and totally change my play style on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like they're using their lack of experience as like an advantage.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
It's like we have like a disadvantage that we've been playing so long. I've been doing something wrong so long, I can't like do it correctly.
I mean, that seems to be the way it is with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it might be. So you got any plans for the future, both in terms of events you want to play at and what you're thinking about your characters and or any developments you're looking to make?
So I'm planning on going to Xanadu and
Xanadu Origins.
Yeah, Xanadu Origins.
Everyone go register.
And SmashCon as per usual. As far as my character, like, I felt like, this tournament I really wanted to use Pika more as a tool, but treat Kirby as my main still. Whereas at Apex, it felt like I was trying to switch mains. And
yeah.
I felt like that's not... At the end of the day, like, as much as I don't want to be, I'm a Kirby player. And that's just, like, that's where my skill set lies.
Yeah, I mean, you're, I think at this point, solidly the best Kirby player in North America.
Maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to have a different approach with this tournament and try some new stuff. And I'm hoping, I can apply it at, other events I go to and have fun and that kind of thing. And now I'm just, like, so excited to, like, constantly suck suicide with DDD and F-tilt and throw Waddle Ds. This is what I've been looking forward to for, like, a month now. This is all I wanted to do.
Yeah, I saw that matchup against Moosh. There's some...
It wasn't cheesy at all.
Frustrating gameplay going on from that side. You thought about... going to Springtime in Wisconsin or Frame in Rochester at all? I'm going to both of those. Looking forward to them.
I'm still mulling both over. My wife and I are planning to take a trip soon, so I'm just trying to see like what my availability is around those first before I attempt anything.
Okay, that's a good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be, I guess, all we got. Any other, information you want to give the chat? Any words of wisdom?
I just, I don't live in PA anymore, but I always like really appreciate, all the people in the PA scene. Moosh, who always goes out of his way to make, 64 events like a really nice experience. Because, 64 is smaller. You don't have to go out of your way to, treat us well or anything like that. But he's always given us, his best. And, I'm just so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful for, all the friends I've made and everything. It's been awesome. And, yeah, I think that's about it.
Well, that's really cool to hear. Yeah. Shout-outs to everyone involved. Shout-outs to the TOs and production and everyone helping us out. And, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be going right into Remix here. We have Remix D1 followed by Remix, I believe, Top 16 into Top 8. So, stay tuned.
Thank you.
Watching.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you guys later.
See ya.
This game's winner is